The dog shot by riding in tandem, dog-owned appeals to the public. Senior citizen dies in fire. Magnitude 5.6 earthquake was jolts in the province of Davao Oriental. And the country's economy slowed to 2.8% in the first quarter of the year. Good evening, I'm Apolinario, 30 Dignadi si Valencia, and this is Philippine Headlines. In Luzon, dog shot by riding in tandem in the municipality of Ramon, dog owner appeals to the public. The authorities are urging the public to cooperate in identifying and holding the suspects involved in the shooting of a pet dog in the municipality of Ramon, the province of Isabela, on April 24. At around 5:44 to 5:45 a.m., CCTV footage showed the dogs of the Ladaran family barking and chasing after a motorcycle passing by. However, after the riders had already passed, they reportedly decided to return and suddenly shot the dog using a 9mm firearm. A 9mm bullet casing was recovered from the scene. Based on the video, the suspects were riding a red Yamaha Aerox motorcycle and were reportedly coming from Alfonso Lista in Ifugao, passing through the Isabela Lista Road in Ambatali that morning. The suspects were allegedly wearing army green and orange, red long sleeves shirts while traversing the San Mateo Cabatuan Road, heading towards Luna or Kawayan. Despite admitting the dogs were not tied up, the family said the shooting of their defenseless pet was unjustifiable. Run free, child. In Visayas, senior citizen dies in fire in the city of Bacolod. A 70-year-old woman died in the fire that broke out in Purok Maanyag Dos in Barangay Alihis in the city of Bacolod, the province of Negros Occidental, on Wednesday night. The victim was identified as Rosa Magbanwa, while her husband, Ami, sustained injuries. According to information, 4 houses were destroyed by the fire. Ami said that he and his wife were outside their house holding hands while the fire was spreading. He added that they were about to climb a wall to escape from the burning houses. Rosa suddenly let go of his hand and told him to save himself instead. Because of this, Aming managed to survive but suffered burns on his back and hands. The authorities are investigating reports that an exploding butane canister at Jimmy Barada's homes may have caused the fire. In Mindanao, magnitude 5.6 earthquake jolts in the province of Davao Oriental. A magnitude 5.6 earthquake shook parts of Davao Oriental on the evening May 6, according to the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS. Based on PHIVOLCS earthquake information number 2, the tremor struck at around 11:35 p.m. and had a depth of 29 kilometers. The epicenter was located about 17 kilometers northeast of the municipality of Caraga in Davao Oriental. Intensity 2 was felt in Mati City in Davao Oriental, Moncayo in Davao de Oro, and Bislig City in Surigao del Sur. Meanwhile, intensity 2 was recorded in the towns of Maco in Maragusan and Pantukan in Davao de Oro, and as well as in Davao City and Tandag City in Surigao del Sur. Based on instrumental intensities, the shaking reached intensity 4 in Nabunturan in Davao de Oro. The intensity 2 was also recorded in the Davao City, Magpet in Cotabato, Digo City in Davao del Sur, Gingoog City in Misamis Oriental, and Tupi in South Cotabato. Intensity 1 was logged into San Fernando in Malaybalay in Bukidnon, Magsaysay in Davao del Sur, Santa Maria in Davao Occidental, General Santos City, and the towns of Tampakan and Tiboli in South Cotabato. As of now, the authorities have not reported any major damage or injuries related to the earthquake, while monitoring continues for possible aftershocks. In the other news, over 7,300 forces mobilized to secure ASEAN Summit 2026 in the province of Cebu. A large-scale security deployment was formally launched at the Mactan Shrine in the city of Lapu-Lapu, the province of Cebu, on Saturday, with more than 7,300 personnel from various government security and emergency response agency mobilized in preparation for the ASEAN Summit 2026 in Central Visayas. The send-off ceremony was led by local officials and top security leaders, together with PNP Chief Police General Jose Melencio C. Nartates Jr., marking the full activation of coordinated national security measures for one of the region's most significant diplomatic events. PNP Chief Police General Nartates also conducted an aerial inspection over key areas in Central Visayas due to assess operational readiness, validate deployment plans, and ensure seamless coordination of security forces across critical size transport roads and event venues. The task group Central Visayas under the Committee on Security, Peace and Order and Emergency Preparedness and Response, or CSPOEPR, was formally activated, integrating forces from the PNP, Armed Forces of the Philippines or AFP, Bureau of Fire Protection or BFP, Philippine Coast Guard or PCG, Department of Health, Office of Civil Defense, and other partner agencies. The deployment covers site security, convoy protection, coastal and airspace monitoring, traffic management, emergency medical response, and rapid incident handling. Police General Nartates emphasized that preparations for the summit have been comprehensive, deliberate, and continuously refined. He also underscored that deployment levels are calibrated based on operational requirements to maintain optimal security coverage at all times. The ASEAN Summit 2026 will be held today, May 7, until tomorrow, May 8, in Lapu-Lapu City, with foreign delegates arriving as early as May 5 and expected to depart by May 12. The event is expected to gather world leaders to discuss key regional issues, including security cooperation, economic integration, and policy development. Anchored on the PNP Focus Agenda, a transformation, the framework designed to make police service more responsive, efficient, and community-centered. The deployment highlights strengthened interagency coordination and intelligence-driven operations, particularly under enhanced management of police operations and active community support, ensuring a safe, orderly, and secure environment for the international summit. As the PNP leads comprehensive security operations for the ASEAN Summit 2026 under the directive of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., the PNP continues to assure the public of Bagong PNP para sa Bagong Pilipinas, serbisyong mabilis, tapat at nararamdaman. And our business update, the country's economy slowed to 2.8% in the first quarter of the year. The Philippine economy slowed after posting a 2.8% gross domestic product or GDP growth in the first quarter of 2026, according to a report by the Philippine Statistics Authority or PSA. PSA Chief National Statistician Undersecretary Dennis Mapa reported that this was lower than 3% recorded in the last quarter of 2025. Meanwhile, Philippines' debt reached 18.49 trillion pesos in March. According to the Bureau of the Treasury, the Philippines' total outstanding debt climbed to 18.49 trillion pesos in March. This was 328.43 billion pesos higher compared to February. Among the factors that cited were the revaluation impact caused by the weakening peso against the dollar and the net issuance of domestic securities. In a breakdown, domestic debt stood at 12.53 trillion pesos while external debt reached 5.95 trillion pesos. Guaranteed obligations also slightly increased to 381.41 billion pesos. And that is Philippine Headlines this Thursday, May 7, 2026. I'm Apolinario, 3rd Dignity si Valencia, and this is Salakot Online Broadcasting Network. Good night, Philippines. Amping kasadya.